everyone, and welcome to another episode of IEEE Voice, which is a new initiative designed to inspire IEEE student members in Egypt and across the region with other IEEE volunteers who have significant contributions and impact, and so we can listen to their journey. So today we are very honored to have Sneha Hegde, a scientific researcher, and also has held multiple roles within IEEE. So we are honored to have her with us and listen to her inspiring story. So hi Sneha.
Hi Sandy.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I would like to thank the section as well for inviting me and organizing this IEEE Voice. It's a very good initiative, I feel.
Thank you so much, and thank you for accepting our invitation. We are so honored to have you today.
Thank you so much, Sandy.
Okay, so without any further delay, we can start. So can you please introduce yourself to us?
Yes, definitely. So my name is Sneha, and I have been volunteering in IEEE for a few years now. I have been part of IEEE as a PhD student when I started in 2019, and I started volunteering only at the end of my PhD when I knew that there was some PhD opportunities within the professional home. My technical expertise is within dielectrics and electrical insulation. That's when out of hazard and IEEE sent e-notices, and I noticed an opportunity that was published. Usually, all the e-notices, it goes into either the spam or you don't usually see it. But luckily I saw this one, and I saw that why not just apply for this one, since I was already at the end of my PhD. And the worst case scenario, I thought they would reject the application right there. There couldn't be worse situation than this. So I just applied. And so I've been based in France for the past 8 years for my studies, and I'm still there. I continued after my PhD, I continued my postdoc there, and I'll be starting my work soon as well.
Great. So you already answered the second question, which was when did you start your IEEE journey?
Oh my God.
You did this during your PhD, right?
Yes. I started during my.
What was the first position you applied for, or which OU did you volunteer with?
So I started, for me, I didn't know the structure of IEEE as a whole when I started volunteering. For me, all I knew was IEEE, and within IEEE we had a society which was called Dielectrics and Electrical Insulation. And the first position that I had was European representative for DEIS, Young Professionals. So just to give an information, so this technical society was one of the last technical society to start a YP within the technical society, because most of the technical societies, they already had, for example, CS, Computer Society, they have for many years the YP team. They have been running and doing so many initiatives, right? And you're also part of it. But DIS, they just started 2 years ago. And we also won the IEEE YP Hall of Fame award last year. So it's a huge thing for me, just being part of this. Even though it's a very small society, we did a lot of things.
Yes, exactly. So you joined something that aligned with your technical interests.
Yes.
Okay, so we're now going to focus somehow on IEEE. So we're now going to focus on IEEE in general as an organization, and also your volunteering journey. So IEEE is known for its strong volunteer network. How do you think volunteering with IEEE differ from other organizations? Or even do you have the opportunity to choose between volunteering in IEEE and other organizations?
Yeah, so I have been, since during my universities, I've been part of different organizations like Red Cross, but it's mostly for the social work that you do. But IEEE, what makes it different, because it's a global organization for, your professional home, but in a technical aspect. So it's a good thing that we can volunteer, and at the same time, for example, if your expertise, if you're in an academic background or if you're in an industry or academia, you will be somehow linked to IEEE because the work that you do is linked with the volunteering that you do, or you're somehow connected, right? So that's what it makes different compared to the other organizations that we have around the world, I feel.
Yes, it's kind of like a win-win situation.
Yes. So it's kind of justifiable. For example, you're working in a company. Most of the company, they wouldn't like you to do something other than your work, right? But they know that your work is somehow related to IEEE as well. So that's how it becomes justifiable.
Yes. And do you think, since we mentioned companies and industries, do you think the companies now can give value to one who is volunteering in IEEE or something?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Do companies really appreciate if they found that someone is volunteering with IEEE, or do we give one really a value in his or her CV?
I think it depends from company to company. I would say that most of the companies, this having IEEE and so much volunteering positions on your CV, I would say that it is a plus point. When you're volunteering in such a global organization, you're handling a team where there are so many people, right? For example, in a technical society, you have, for CS, you might have around more than 50,000 100,000 young people, and you're leading or part of the global committee where all the young people in that particular expertise are part of. So it's a huge thing. You're managing such a global team. So they somehow look at it's a good point that you're leading a global team. It can help you in your professional career as well. But again, if it is a startup, I feel that for them, it doesn't matter that much. Again, it depends on from company to company. Even a well-established company, they might say that, okay, we don't want your attention to be diverted. So yeah, I think it depends from one company to another.
Yes, and maybe also kind of technicality of the position and so, but of course it can
yes. It's a plus point, I would say.
Okay, great. So looking back at your journey, if you had to start over, would you still choose to be an IEEE volunteer? And also, are there any things you would do differently?
Yes, I would definitely join IEEE if I had to take that decision again. One thing that I would change, and I always keep saying this, that I regret not joining IEEE earlier. Most of the people start volunteering when they are at their student branches, and then they go to their sections, regions, and global committees. I never had that opportunity of knowing IEEE at that level. I never knew about IEEE until and unless I started my PhD. So I have a feeling that I missed out on a lot of things when it comes to student opportunities. IEEE has tons of opportunities for students in terms of scholarship, knowledge, workshops, conferences, and it's a great place to network also. You have the people, the senior people working at a very high levels in the industry, all the different expertise. So it's like it's a great networking place. It's not that easy to meet people from your expertise that easily, but IEEE makes it easier.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so you have been also involved in multiple IEEE positions and roles, whether IEEE CS SYB, YB CSTF, and also DEIS. Let me know if I forgot something. So
yeah.
Can we please break down what is each OU of them doing, or what each society to share awareness about them, their vision, also if they have any opportunities for students?
Yeah, thanks again for this question. So IEEE, I've been part of, as I said, I started with DEIS. It's a technical society. And as you know, in IEEE, we have 47 technical society and council altogether, out of 39 plus 8 societies and councils. So I'm part of two of them. One is dielectrics and electrical insulation, which is my technical background. The other one is computer society, which is this was also my background, but right now I've changed my technical expertise to dielectrics and electrical insulation. So these it is part of affinity group YP, Young Professionals. Other than that, I'm also part of Women in Engineering as well, but within DIS again. I'm part of DIS YP and also Women in Engineering. So both are affinity groups. So these two are different technical expertise. I'm not gonna go too much into the technical area of what exactly they do. There's too many, too many technical topics that we have in each society, right? Like for computer society, it might be AI, green computing, etc. Whereas in DIS, we have electrical insulations, high voltage related topics, a lot of other things. And YPCSTF is something different. It was started as an ad hoc committee within the YP Young Professionals Global Team. It's Climate and Sustainability Task Force. It was something new which didn't exist in IEEE, and it was started when our president Saifur Rahman was the president back then, and he was very much pro, and even now he's supporting a lot of this initiative through IEEE, and he has been very supportive to the young people as well. So we support because we in IEEE we do a lot of technical things. So this is something different that you could all the companies or the academic research that you do right now, everyone concentrates on the climate related stuff. How can you do better in terms of sustainability, climate, and everyone wants to take this into account. So I think it's a good way to just to diversify a little bit. Other than the technical expertise that you have, how can you support as a young person in this particular role? So yeah, so when I started in CSTF, I didn't know what exactly or how exactly it is going to be, but it was very interesting, to be frank. I find it complementing to the other positions that I have in CS and DEIS.
Yes, I think climate and sustainability has been a topic it's discussed in everywhere, and lately in IEEE it has been gaining such an hype. So do you think it needs any kind of technical expertise or any experience or background for anyone to be involved in such an activity?
See, I think doing community work when it comes to climate and sustainability, it depends on what exactly you want to do. It's for sure that within IEEE we concentrate a lot on the technical side of things, because we are part of an global technical organization, right? Professional organization. So when we are one of the huge youth constituencies in the world, other than the official UN youth constituencies, Youngo, we have BRICS youth constituency, we have SDG 7, student energy. Other than that, IEEE is very known in this climate space right now because of the work that we have been doing. But what makes us different is the technical expertise that we have compared to the other youth organization which already exist.
Okay, great. So a person do not need a specific like background or something to join YP, CSTF, or any climate and sustainability related IEEE activities.
I wouldn't say that. We have people who are not engineers too, part of the team. The intention of doing something good for the community should be there. And again, it's in general for all the volunteering positions. You can't really push people to do any volunteer work or doing good for the community, giving back to the community. It should come from you that you want to do something for example, Sandy, I might not know the section that you are in. You know your section better, what are the necessities, what the students might want better. And it differs from section to section and student branch chapter, from region to region. We can't apply the same thing everywhere. So I would say that if you're starting from that level, there are so many opportunities that students can do, YPs can do, taking up the support from IEEE.
Great. Okay, so going to our next question, there is always like a turning point in a volunteer's journey. So, do you think you had a specific moment that you felt a transition in your IEEE journey? Was it you gained more exposure, you started to have more responsibilities from then, and or something that really impacted your journey?
I think my decision itself of starting volunteering within IEEE was my turning point. I seriously can't thank enough that person. You know, you always need that one person to identify the qualities that you have. And I'm definitely not going to forget the DIS YP chair, because he is working in an industry. I always wondered, why did he even select me, because the interview didn't go well, because there's so much noise in the background. And I thought that I won't be selected at all. So, but then, yeah, I got the position of Europe representative. I was very happy. Then I got to attend a few conferences. The first one was the face-to-face. Back then, we didn't have a combined meeting of all the committees. We had after COVID, this was the first YP meeting. And that's when I got to know the role that I had in IEEE is such a small role. Because you know that you have TAB, MGA, the publications board, and the IEEE USs. There are so many, and within again MGA you have young professionals, women in engineering, and within that again technical societies. Right, you have all the reps from different technical societies and council. So it was a minuscule role, but for me it was a huge one because I was representing DIs, right? And then in the second conference, that was when I met a few people from CS. They said that you should definitely join, and it's always good to have a third perspective. Even though I didn't have a very strong background. I have a background in computer science, but currently I have shifted to dielectrics and electrical insulation. So I think each event I went, it was a turning point there itself. So I connected with a lot of people. I got my mentor in the second conference that I went to. So the more you go to these kind of events, the more you network with people, the more people. I just felt like IEEE felt like a family, to be frank. At that point of time, it didn't feel like I was. I was forced to do something. I loved volunteering and I loved whatever I did. I loved spending time doing IEEE work.
This is really so interesting. I would like to reflect on something that you have said, that there is someone in your life that has figured out your potential. So I feel like it's so important, even for even if like suppose that I'm holding a leadership position. So it's important to lift people up. Let's say on my student branch or any level that because you can make a great impact in their life as he did. So this is really
yes, absolutely. Yes. So it's like a chain reaction, because someone have identified that quality in you. Now it's your turn that you do the same for your juniors or whoever the students are gonna come next. I somehow feel like it's a personal achievement when I see the volunteers after me. They are growing or they shine. They outshine you. It's kind of, you're still young, but I feel so proud when for example, when I see Simenia and, for example, in CSSYP, a few of the volunteers, right?
Yes.
The way how they are shining, the way how they work, it's just makes me feel proud.
Yes, exactly. You also mentioned another point that you had a mentor. So how do you think mentorship is important, and how can IEEE help in mentorship?
The first mentor that I had right when I started volunteering, it was the same time I went to speak to a very senior person. He has been in IEEE for more than 53 years. And he's a very senior member, right? So I just went to, someone just mentioned during the conference that you should definitely talk to him and maybe you can invite him. I wanted to invite him as a speaker for the webinar. But it ended up that I spoke to him for 1 hour. I was surprised that this senior person and holds such a big position in the company, he doesn't need to talk to me, and he was a guest speaker in the conference that I was attending. and he was doing workshops too. Busy person, And I thought, okay, if he even gives me 2-3 minutes, I would be really happy. He ended up speaking to me 1 hour. 1 hour. I was so happy. And so yeah, I ended up inviting him for the webinar, and it was on career management. So when he started speaking, and I was moderating that session, and he was like, mentoring is very important. He was talking about all these things. The most of the times we hesitate to ask people. Unless we ask someone to mentor us, they can't read our thoughts, right? So you have nothing to lose. Just ask them if you really want guidance from someone. So, right after that webinar was done, I dropped him a message. Would you please mentor me? And he gracefully accepted. He was really nice. And yeah, since then we have had regular calls, and it felt really good, to be frank, having a mentor, because every time I mentioned an situation or the trouble that I was in, he was like, he gives an example where he was in the same situation few years back, and it feels good to relate to someone that they have also been at this point at some stage of their career, or professionally or personally. And sometimes what kind of decisions you are going to take, and it's just affirmation, or someone gives you courage that you're going on the right path. And that is what you need, I guess, most of the time when you're a student, or when you're in the transition from student to YP.
Yes, exactly. So it's like a small step you can take. You can have the initiative, and it may help that it will really change and impact your career.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving to talking about time management and leadership, which is very, very critical for students. So you are a scientific researcher, and you wear multiple hats in IEEE alongside your professional and personal life. So how do you manage your time effectively, and do you even believe in work-life balance?
This is a good question. So, as I told you, I started volunteering when I was at the end of my PhD. And I should definitely point this out, that maybe when you're in the research field, the time that you can provide for this volunteering, I've been in the research side most of my time. I know that people who are in industry have comparatively less time when you're in the research domain, because for me it became easier because I was publishing papers in IEEE, and I was doing research, and everything was within the same it came under the same thing. So I was doing research, I was publishing papers, and I was attending the DEIS conferences. So at the same time I could volunteer and publish at the same time, presenting my papers at the same time. So that became an advantage for me.
Yes, this is because you chose an IEEE volunteering position that aligns with your technical interests already.
Yes. So when I was publishing, I know that, I held a position in DIS, YP, and V. But yeah, you would be either representing your university, but that it's again IEEE and DIS. So it was so that way it became very much easier for me. But as I said, it might be different for different people. Work-life balance is important, but I enjoyed volunteering so much that I wouldn't lie here. First year of my volunteering, I would end my day with volunteering stuff, and when I wake up, I used to start with the volunteering things. The first thing, I was excited to see which emails I got, what messages, what do I have to follow up. So if 9 to 5 was my work, of course, in between the work time as well, you do send some emails. But from 6 to 2 in the morning, I used to do IEEE work. And again, once I wake up until I go to work, IEEE work, I used to spend a lot of time doing IEEE work, even on the weekends. And since I was not in my home country, I moved to France for my studies. So I had a lot of time. I didn't have any family over there. So it was easier for me to contribute my time for volunteering.
Wait, this is so interesting. Okay, so many students struggle with time management, and could you please, from your experience, of course, you had a lot of stuff to handle. Can you share some practical tips or tools that help students or undergrads to stay organized and also productive along with their studies and IEEE and so?
Yeah. So I didn't, as I told you, I didn't start my volunteering journey when I was a student. Sandy, can I pause for a minute?
Yes, yes, sure.
I don't know if you're hearing a background noise. Just yeah. So I was saying that I didn't start my volunteering journey when I was a student, but I definitely realize how difficult it might be for students. I would say that first of all, when you're applying for positions, I know that when you start in volunteering, I see a lot of people who, some students have I don't know, 10 positions. I don't know how do they manage it. Some people are not able to manage one position. So it depends from person to person, their motivation level, and how do they want to continue. I think the advice that I got is try to see that you don't burn yourself out. It's very exciting when you start volunteering. Every time you want to do more and more. I would say that just don't hesitate applying to the positions first of all. I feel that most of the time it's the same people who apply, and even if they apply, they for example, I see the call for volunteer, the forms that we send out. Either they don't make not even a small effort to fill out the form. So it's very difficult to understand what is their interest and what exactly do they want to do. As much as we want to help the students, I know it's difficult to get the clarity right from the beginning, but just being aligned with how their studies or how this position is going to help them, which is very important. So I feel that because of this ChatGPT and all the AI apps, even all the answers nowadays, everyone uses this. That there's nothing wrong in that, but make a minimum effort to give the content yourself, not entirely depend on them.
Yes, ChatGPT now becomes you can discover it very easily. So when you see in an application that the person is typing anything using it, it feels like he don't have the commitments or even to apply for. So how can we be committed as a volunteer?
Yeah. So half the time when I see the forms, I'll be like, see, you're not even making an effort to apply for the position, right? How can someone, I mean, you cannot know whether the person is gonna be volunteering for the entire year. Some people lose interest in the mid of the year. There is no way of knowing it, but it's good to know that they're applying and they want to volunteer. We try to give position to as many students who apply as much as possible, but yeah, because now we also need to look into diversity and inclusion. But again, only the people from one region or one particular, for example, we have a lot of volunteers from region 10. We get region 10 and 8 as well, but very less from region 1 to 7. Even if we go looking for them, it's kind of sad, but I think it's a reality of most of the teams. We find it difficult to find volunteers from region 1 to 7.
Yes, maybe because IEEE is not, there are not people who are not really active in those regions. They still do not have a strong network to motivate them to join and so.
No, I think, as you said, I would definitely choose IEEE at any point of time. In maybe region 1 to 7, they have so many clubs and activities. Maybe IEEE is just one of them. And the second thing is most of the students who move there they move from different countries. So they have this pressure of finding a job after the college, or they have so many things going on. So for them, IEEE takes a step back. So how can you make take these things into consideration so that IEEE doesn't become an extra baggage on them. How can IEEE support these students? We need to kind of change a pattern, I guess, of supporting students or YPs in region 1 to 7.
Yes, it will be an extra headache for them to be as long of all the responsibilities.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so going to almost our last topic, which is about your career and research. Can you tell us about what was your undergraduate studies and what inspired you even to start your career in research?
So I did my undergrad or Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Communications. To be frank, when I finished that, I had no idea whether I was going to continue start working or gonna continue my studies. Just a regular student. To be frank, I had no one to guide to. But at that point of time, my cousin brother, he told me that there was a program where you have dual master's degree, one master's degree from India and the second one from abroad. And I had chosen France at that point of time, and that's how I moved to France in 2017, and then I finished my master's, and I started inquiring about PhD when I was in France with my professors. And for finishing your master's degree, you need to do an internship. And when I was doing my internship in a company, this was a research company where we had a lot of PhD students. The maximum employees that they were paid, right? So maximum employees that they had were either students or PhD students or interns. And this company was just at their beginning. It was kind of a starting step of the company. It was very interesting. We had more than 20 nationalities from different parts of the world, English-speaking people. And the internship, I got to know the subject. I did 2 internships there for 1 year. So the first internship, it was more related to embedded systems, and the second internship I had more hands-on experience. I did a lot of experiments, and that's when I realized that I really loved doing research and I wanted to do more of this.
Yes, so it was not planned while you were an undergraduate that you are going to...
No. It was completely when I started after my master's. I did internship, and I really loved what I did. That's when I decided that I should continue doing this.
Yes, the problem, is that students is always stuck. We are always like, how can we choose our career path? So whether I really like these things or I really like other things. So this is always a problem.
I know I think it's really difficult to choose 5 or 6 years in advance that, okay, in next 6 years I'm gonna do this. You never know in 6 years what is gonna change. This AI, the topic of AI, green computing, we started talking about it. It started booming recently, right? Even though it was there, recently it started booming out of nowhere. Now AI, energy, it's everywhere. Everyone wants a part of AI.
Yes.
So it can change a lot. You cannot say that what you want now in the next 5 years is going to be the same, right?
So if you can summarize that it's not a big problem if you don't know exactly what you are going to do in your next 3 or 4 years. This is normal.
Yes, it is normal to not know what you're going to do, but that's why I always thought that, okay, I didn't have someone to guide me during my university days. I told you that we didn't have any IEEE student run chapters, but I would be very happy if we could start doing this. At least I want to start doing this in the university that I was in India. And you guys already have a student run chapter, right? If you can start these kind of trainings for the students to how to choose a career path, and if they are confused, what are the different options. That's why even now, Sandy, I really love research. I love doing research work, but I'm gonna try a few years into the industry, and I'm gonna start working in an industry soon. I'm gonna see how things are gonna work out. If not, I'm gonna switch back to the research field. So it's always good to try new things. It's better than regretting that, oh, I never tried this and I don't know how it is going to be, right? So I feel that you're young and you can try different domains, expertise, industry, academia, so many options out there. Don't hesitate to try these things. Don't just go on what other people's opinion are. Just try it for yourself, I would say. If you're really interested to do it.
Yes, it's about trying what you are afraid of and taking a step.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned at the beginning that you already began IEEE during your research journey. So I was about to ask how IEEE helped you in your research journey. If you'd like to add anything on this.
Sorry, how did I start my IEEE journey?
No, how IEEE helped you in your research journey?
So I knew IEEE because of my professors, because they are still part of IEEE and they are also volunteering, right? So I see them volunteering. We had summer schools. They are part of the organizing committee and stuff. So like, you have to be part of this. And when you're a student, you get to go to the summer schools and conferences for free of cost if you're part of IEEE. So for me, it was just until that point. It didn't go beyond that. It was only when I finished my PhD, I knew that there were opportunities like this, that you could actually volunteer.
Okay, so one last question here is, what is your advice for younger students who think in pursuing masters, PhD, and starting their research journey?
Wow, I would say that if you're already part of IEEE, make good use of the network that we have. Networking is very, very important, and I feel that as students we take things very, very seriously. I know that you want things to work out, but when you're going to the conferences, this is one thing that my director told me when I was in my PhD. During COVID, when we wanted to publish papers, my director said no. I told him why. We could publish easily, and you don't even need to travel to the conferences, right? And he was like, the whole point of going to the conferences is to network with people, to know the people who are working in your domain. That's the point of going to the conferences. And he was like, quality over quantity. We don't want quantity. So we want quality papers, and don't publish the paper just for the sake of publishing it. And so right now in DIS, we literally know exactly in which part of the world, which researcher is there, which method they are working on. And I feel this is just fantastic. Each and every people from different parts of the world, different expertise, which lab, which university. It's a very small community each and every technical community, right? But it's going to be the same people, Sandy. For example, now the professors are there, next their students are going to come, and it's going to be a chain. So it's beautiful to see that, every year you have a new people coming up, new students in the conferences. What changes is the students, PhD students, but the main professors and everyone, they remain the same. The experts remain the same. So I find it very fascinating whenever I go to the technical conferences. Every year you have something new to learn, and just make use of the opportunity that IEEE has to give. Not just in terms of technically, but network with people, enjoy, and also give back to the community, I guess.
I think one very interesting part about IEEE is that almost all of the societies offer travel grants for those students and graduate students who are willing to publish their paper, so even they can travel by
Yes, yes.
so this is really a great kind of support. I think DEIS is doing the same.
They have DIS, they have graduate scholarship of around 5,000 USD, and which even I didn't know. I feel that I missed out on so many things. That's why I was saying that there's so many scholarship and opportunities that you have in different technical societies. Half of the things I think we are not aware of it. I would advise the students to look into whichever their expertise is, just look into the opportunities that is there. Keep looking into the different technical societies or affinity groups that we have, like Women in Engineering or Young Professionals. They have so many, or the Student Activities Committee. They keep having the opportunities, in different committees. Maybe even volunteering in one or two might give you a good experience.
Yes, since we mentioned opportunities, there is something that we missed that you were recognized last year as IEEE Computer Society 20 in their 20s only. Yes, so this is a great achievement, and I think it's applicable for all early career people who are in their early career to apply for it.
Yes, the format, it keeps changing, Sandy, every year. So this year we had the top 30 computing. So it was last year, the 20 in their 20s, it was mostly for the people who are volunteering. It doesn't have to be just in computer society. It was for all of IEEE if you have done any volunteering work. And so this year it was top 30 people who did good computing work.
It's a great opportunity, really. I hope we can apply for it. By this now, we are almost come to the end. Thank you, Sneha, for all of what you have shared. It was truly like a unique journey. Like you started in a different stage, but it ended up in a very good way. So thank you so much for your time, for accepting our invitation, and for inspiring the students.
Thank you much, Sandy. Once again, thanks to the SAC Egypt for inviting. It was a pleasure to be part of this. And I hope students and YPs and everyone, if they have any doubts, I've helped them with the questions that you have posed. If not, you all can reach out to me anytime.
Thank you so much, Sneha, and we look forward to meet you soon.
Thanks, Sandy. See you soon.
Thanks everyone for watching our podcast. We hope you enjoyed, and also stay tuned for our next episodes. Thank you so much.